Hey everyone, welcome to Gaura's first live. So my name is Bre'anna Wilson. I am the owner and founder of Gaura, and today is our live meeting me, Bre'anna. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give a few moments for anyone to come in. I know that our following is relatively small, so I'm not sure if anyone is going to hop on, but I do want to give people time just in case. So we'll wait a few moments. And then in the meantime, if you're watching this, because this will be saved and recorded so that you can watch it later, if you want to, if you could let me know if you're watching this on live or replay, tell me where you're watching this from, and then let me know, are you natural? Are you relaxed? Are you text-laxed? I'm just curious to know. Me, myself, I'm natural, and we'll get all into that. Now, I do have some notes, just so I can stay on topic, because I do have a tendency to ramble. So while I'm giving anybody a moment to come in, I'm just going to make sure that everything is set up, and then we'll get started in just a moment, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. As I mentioned before, my name is Bre'anna, and I'm the owner of Gaura. And so just a few fun facts about me is that I live in Texas, and I've been in Texas for about 17 years now. So I've been in Texas for quite some time, and I really do like it here. Another thing is I really love spicy food, probably a little bit too much. But yeah, spicy food is like a big deal for me. And sometimes I feel like if food isn't spicy, it's really not worth eating, but I'm working on that. Another fun fact is that I love scary movies, but if I'm honest, I'm a little bit more of a scaredy cat than I was when I was younger. So I find myself like covering up my face more when I'm watching scary movies, which is kind of weird. And then let's see. I love traveling. Now with traveling, it's a lot harder than it used to be because of, the circumstances going on. But I really do love traveling. I love learning about different cultures. I love seeing the different scenery and architecture of different locations. And unfortunately, I really haven't been able to travel lately, but I do hope to get to in the future, even if it's just like road trips. It doesn't have to be going anywhere like super crazy that I have to be on like a 9, 10, 15-hour flight or anything like that. And then as far as being natural, I have been natural now for 9.5 years. I went natural in April of 2012. So next year I will be 10 years natural. Now, believe it or not, I had no idea that going natural was a thing. Before going natural, I had been relaxed, and I had been relaxed since the age of like 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember exactly, but it was for a very long time ago at a very young age, okay? And so I really didn't know there was this thing, like such a thing as going natural. I thought there were people who had to get relaxers, and there were people who wore their hair as is. I had no idea that getting a relaxer was a choice. So back in 2011, when I graduated from high school, I knew that I wanted a change. And so the first thing that I did was I decided to get this short pixie cut, and I dyed my hair like this dark auburn color. And I didn't do it myself, I went to a hairstylist, but that's kind of what happened. Now, when I went off to college, I had a very hard time finding a hairstylist who could maintain the cut the way that it was done. Okay, and so because of that, I started looking a little bit grandma-ish, and I was just not feeling the cut anymore. And so this was around the time that I was learning about this whole natural thing, and so I was like, okay, so either I'm going to grow this out, or I'm going to transition to natural. And so the more I learned about it, the more I was like, yeah, I'm sick of relaxers. I'm not going to get a relaxer anymore. And I have nothing against relaxers per se. I was just sick of getting them. And so I decided I was going to transition, but that did not last long. I think I transitioned for like maybe 2 months or so. It wasn't a long time at all. And it was just one random Saturday morning, I got up and I was like, I'm gonna cut it. And so I cut it. And I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. But I didn't really get the positive feedback that I was expecting or wanting. And so it really shot my self-esteem, guys. Like, I was really devastated. I was hurt. I cried because I wasn't really getting a lot of like compliments, you know? And so with my insecurity, I decided to invest in a whole bunch of wigs. And so that's when my whole wig wearing started. Before that, I had never worn a wig. I've worn like sew-ins and things like that, but I've never like worn wigs. And so that's when that started. Now today, I still wear wigs. I enjoy wearing wigs, but it's for a completely different reason now. I wear them because I like to protective style. And so that's kind of how my journey started. It was just on a whim, just cutting my hair, and then I started growing it out. Now, along my natural hair journey, I've experienced so many trials and errors and ups and downs. I mean, anytime when you're trying to learn something new, especially something like hair, I mean, there's a lot of experimentation that goes on. And sometimes your hair does really well with your experimenting, and sometimes it doesn't. And so I've experienced both ends of that spectrum, okay? And so before I continue, let me make sure I'm still on track, which I think I am, so we're doing good. Okay, now, since, like I said, I've been natural for 10 years. So over the course of this 10-year period, I've had to cut my hair like 4 or 5 times because I've done some damage, okay? Some that was like unintentional, and some that I had no idea that I was necessarily damaging my hair. I was just learning how to take care of it the best way that I could. And so yeah, I ended up having to do like 4 to 5 major cuts to my hair. Now, I trim my hair regularly. I trim my hair probably more frequently than most people. I trim my hair like every other month, sometimes every month. It just really depends, you know. I just like to keep the ends trimmed, looking nice, and my hair kind of grows in a V, and so I tend to kind of even that out. And I also like to heat style my hair, and so I trim because of that too. But anyways, the first major cut that I had to do to my hair was in 2015, okay, and that was due to the damage from a blow dryer, okay? So long story short, essentially what happened is I was in the middle of blow drying my hair, and my blow dryer plonked out on me, and so I had to use my roommate's blow dryer, okay? And so I asked her, do you have a blow dryer? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So she let me use her blow dryer, but it didn't have all the fancy heat settings like my blow dryer had. It only had hot and hotter. And so even though I was holding this blow dryer so far away from my head, it was still smoking, okay? It was bad. And so essentially I got a whole bunch of damage kind of like in this area of my hair, lots of split ends. And so I was gonna try to hold on to it, see if I could rehabilitate it, whatever, but I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna cut this. And so I decided to go for like a long tapered bang, so it was like short in the back, and then the bangs were kind of long, and it was really cute. And so I maintained that style for quite some time, and so I maintained more so the shape than like the shortness of it. And then eventually I decided, okay, I'm gonna let it grow out. So at the beginning of 2016, I was thinking, okay, I want to become a flat ironed natural, a straight hair natural. And so I got this big bright idea that I was going to go to a hairstylist to kind of jumpstart this journey. Well, unfortunately, she ended up damaging my hair bad. I mean, jacked it all the way up. And I ended up having to get like 4 to 5 inches of my hair cut off. And it was so devastating, guys. It was so devastating. And so I was back at like neck length, okay, guys? And I will show you guys pictures when I get a chance, like the best way to kind of like show everything. But yeah, so I was back here in 2016. And then after that, I mean, there's been so many other incidents that have happened. And so I won't walk you through all the details of every event that damaged my hair. But just so you guys know, my hair has been through some things. And even when I wasn't like unintentionally damaging my hair and I thought I was doing like everything right, when my hair would start growing out, it would start thinning, and I had no idea what was causing this. I didn't know if it was like due to vitamin deficiencies. I didn't know if it was products that I was using in my hair. I didn't know what was causing it to thin, but it would grow and grow, but then it would start thinning and looking very sparse. Like, my hair is not that thick to begin with, and so it would just look so see-through, and I just didn't understand why. I didn't know if it was because I was still heat styling my hair or what, but I knew that I wanted to do something about it. I knew that I wanted to fix this issue that I was having, and I had been trying out several products up until this point, not necessarily because I was experiencing that, but because I kept having to cut my hair. And so because I was cutting my hair, I wanted it to grow, right? And so I've tried everything, guys. I've tried Hair Affinity, Maintabolism, Miele Organics, Nature's Bounty, St. Tropica, Liquid Biotin, Pill Biotin, mineral-rich liquid vitamins, the gorgeous hair, skin, and nails by Vitafusion, Do Grow, Mega Growth Oil, Wild Growth Hair Oil, Rice Water. I mean, guys, so many things, okay? And either they were ineffective in the sense that they didn't really make a big noticeable difference, or they would give me like chest pains and like gas in my chest, or it would make me like break out. And I don't have like the best skin, guys, so me having more breakouts is like a no. So it would make me break out, or it would turn my urine like this bright yellow color. And the company assured many of us, because a lot of us were having this issue, that, oh, that's normal, blah, blah, blah. But that was kind of concerning for me. I don't feel like my urine should be that color. And just all types of stuff. And so some of these I was just concerned about using them, because sometimes, like, you just have to be careful about what you put on your scalp, what you put in your body. And so some things really did make me nervous. And so I got inspiration to create my own hair and scalp oils. And that was about 2.5 years ago. And guys, I did so much research trying to figure out the best balanced formulation, something that I could use as much as I wanted to without having to worry about essentially like poisoning myself or making my hair fall out, or just having to like be so mindful. Like, I like to use things as much as I want to without any worries, and I wanted to make sure it was balanced enough to do that. And like I said, that was 2.5 years ago. So after some trial and error, trying to figure out the best formula, I finally had come up with something that has maintained the health of my hair, no matter all the crazy things that I've done to it. I still heat style my hair. I still experiment. I'm still trying to figure out this whole styling my hair thing, because that is a very weak point of mine. But throughout all of that, I've been able to maintain the health of my hair. And I swear by my products. Like I said, I've been using them for 2.5 years now, and I have not had to do any major cuts to my hair in the past 2.5 years, guys. And so I'm so excited to share these with you. Like I said, there's 2 oils that we're launching with. There are signature elixirs, and so one is our butterfly tears, keeps your scalp hydrated and helps provide the optimal environment for hair growth by keeping your scalp healthy, okay? Also, another big thing is that it's lightweight and it absorbs quickly. So you don't have to worry about like a super greasy scalp. Like, if you can see my scalp, it's not greasy at all, but it looks very healthy and hydrated. Then we have our butterfly secrets, and that's for the hair strands. It's like my best kept secret for length retention. It's going to help make your hair stronger. It's going to reduce split ends, and it adds shine and luster to your hair, as well as reduces frizz. It kind of smooths things out a bit. And so it's amazing. I cannot wait to share them with you guys. Okay, now we'll be digging into them a bit more on Wednesday. Okay, but I just want to kind of give you background of how I even ended up to this point, how Bella Gaura even became a thing. Okay, so I think that's the main part of kind of what I wanted to tell you guys. But when I do find some time and do some digging, I'm going to see if I can show you guys some before and afters, because I really want you guys to see how transformative our products have been for my hair, okay? And I still use my products to this day. It's a consistent part of my regimen. It's a staple. It's not going anywhere. And the thing that I love about it is that it's been so easy to integrate it into my regimen and for it to be a natural, consistent part of my regimen, because I don't have to think about it. I just do it, you know? And so, I don't know, I'm so excited to share it with you guys, okay? So that's a little bit about me and my hair journey. I tried not to make this too long, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it and you found something interesting, something you're looking forward to. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Now, we do have a few more live events this week, okay? So we have our Gaura FAQ and Q&A tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST, so feel free to join us live and ask your questions then, or if you see this video before then you can leave your questions in the comments and then I'll address them in the video, and then you can watch it live or on replay. Okay, we also will have our live where we talk more in depth about our 2 signature elixirs, which I briefly talked about, but our butterfly tears here and our butterfly secrets. Okay, so we'll be talking more in depth about those 2 signature elixirs on Wednesday at 9 p.m. EST, and then on Friday we'll wrap it all up with our pre-order details. So everything that you need to know about being able to pre-order one or both of our signature elixirs, or however many you want. Okay, so just as a reminder, our pre-orders are going to open Monday, November 22nd at 1 p.m. EST. So be sure to save the date, set your alarm, set a reminder, whatever you need to do, because guys, this is going to be so exciting. Like I said, I can't wait to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on live or on replay. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm an open book. You can comment below, you can DM me, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. Bye guys.